Hello, we are here for another lesson of SprutCAM. Today we are still around some initial concepts of the program, and we call this lesson as ideology of SprutCAM. Mainly our definitions and some concepts about working with the system. We can start to say that SprutCAM is a CAM system, you know this already, and we have high levels of automation and a multitude of advanced functions. What we call the machining process creation consists of several actions that are linked. The first one, and we talked a little about it in the previous lesson, it is we need to import a model. We have several types of files we can import. We've seen this already. So supported formats, we have a lot of them, IDs, STL, solid steps and others, okay? So we have multiple different types of CAD geometry that we can insert inside SprutCAM. Saying this, we've reached something like this. The shape, it is a project that we have already inside the system, for sure. Each part, each customer, its job has its own geometry. Then when we have the geometry inside, we go to machining, which is the next process to continue the work inside the system. And in machining, we have a lot of interesting features, which we will go and see in detail in future lessons, but highlighting some of the main ones. So we can define a lot of things. We can work also a little around the visibility, where we can work with part visibility. We have a lot of functions depending also on the type of part. The job, okay, we can see the state of the part after being milled or not. We can hide or see the tool, the holder, okay, the toolpath if we have it. So, and other things. These are examples. Also features. In this particular case, we don't have them, but we can also program the system to have features. And I was missing one, which is very important. The machine itself, which can be also created to have a complete realistic simulation of the toolpath and of the complete process. So we can define all of these, and after everything it is defined, we have more functions in this side with the centering of the part, all the definitions of the job and so on. All of these, we are going to see them later. And when we finish all of these things, we have also something called the creation of a toolpath, which is the next step. And in here, we can choose from all of these different types of process that are grouped in type of operations. And when we choose one of the operations, so we create one operation, we can go inside and see a lot of things, different parameters, strategy, trimming, behavior of the tool, behavior of the toolpath. So a lot of different things which we can work inside the system. It's highly flexible, so it's very easy to work around this. We can have also this type of visibility to have the starting block, then to apply the toolpath and see how it looks. So everything it is possible. Resuming, we import a geometrical model, we define the model and the initial workpiece and the centering of the part. We create operations, and after we will simulate them. Okay, in this next tab we can choose the operation, and then we have a couple of parameters for the speeds and for the also the accuracy of what it is being simulated. And after we can do the post-processor, which also it is configured inside the system, and that we are going to see also later in this set of videos. When we create a new machining operation, the system automatically sets default values for the entire set of operation parameters, and is taking into account the method of machining and the geometric parameters of the part. SprutCAM also observes always in every moment a rule that is the part must never be gouged in any circumstances, whether it's a work pass, a transition, an approach, a cutting part, or a drilling movement. So the idea it is never hurt the part, and if it happens, it will show you where, so that we can either change the parameters or change the movement on that particular or on that specific gouge movement. To finish this, speak a little about the interface, which allows each user to change parameters of any of the toolpaths in any order, so we can work these, change them and work around them in any time. So we can easily click on top of one of the toolpaths and change its parameters and recalculate it. So it's very easy, and everything it is visible to be accessible without much problems. And at the same time, we reduce the time to deal with these things. Finally, the idea of the developers of SprutCAM is to always look new ways and better ways to improve the software and to take it to higher levels, to make toolpaths more accurate, more fast, and with higher quality. So I think it's what we can highlight from what we call the ideology of SprutCAM. So these are highlights of what we can have with the system. If you have any question or anything you may want to ask us, so give us a contact through the email or through the usual channels.